Let's open this video with the intention for you to be rich. And by rich, I mean rich in happiness, rich in love, rich in health, rich in abundance, rich in life, rich in gratitude. Often people come to me with, I want to manifest a car, or I want to manifest a house. But what it really comes down to is manifesting happiness in this life, being happy in this life in every moment, and being grateful in this life at every moment. That is the greatest manifestation. The rest, money, love, cars, houses, whatever you desire, will come naturally. It's nothing more than the result of always being happy. Nothing more than that. So my intention for you is happiness, richness in all areas of life. Because I know that after that, everything else will follow. I recently received a message from someone who said they didn't know what to do anymore. This person so desperately wanted to find love, to the point where they became sad about it. And maybe you recognize that in yourself, because it can happen in any area. Whether it's success in your business, feeling sadness because it's not there yet. But one thing I can guarantee you, even if you became a millionaire tomorrow, if you found love tomorrow, all the success and everything you wanted, if you had it all tomorrow, you still wouldn't be happy. Even with those millions, with that love, it's not going to happen. That's why my intention for you is to be happy in the now, however it looks right now. Because only then can we change it. Only then can you be happy when you find love. When you earn those millions, only then can you be happy when you have a successful business. Because you can't be happy if you're not already happy when you aren't successful yet. So, what if we're happy when we aren't successful? And happy when we are? What if we're happy without love? And just as happy with love? What if we're just as happy without children as we are with children? What if we're just as happy with millions in the bank as with maybe some debts right now? That's where the greatest power lies. Do you feel it? That's why this is my intention for the coming lessons in these videos, that we find happiness in the now, however it looks, because then we shift, then we change everything. The theme I want to discuss today is love. And why love? Love is one of the highest energy frequencies. Many people set goals but never take the time to truly fine-tune them. What happens then is that you have goals that aren't set from the highest frequency, so not from love. Then those goals are filled with resentment, ego, shame, insecurity, fear, doubt, etc., and then you wonder why you can't manifest them. No surprise, right? So my goal during this video and the next ones is to fine-tune your goals, to make them so pure that you feel them on every level, so that they are set purely from love and collective manifestation. Because then we collapse time. Then we make quantum leaps like crazy. I'm sure that your goals right now are filled with fears, doubts, and insecurities that influenced why you set them. Let me give you an example. Suppose someone wants to get married. But what's the intention behind wanting to get married? Is it because your best friend got married too? Or because you're afraid of losing that person? What's the intention? You understand that wanting to get married like that is very different from saying, this is the love of my life. This is the love I want to seal with him, her, with whomever, by getting married, by bringing that love to each other. The pure, genuine intention from love. Not because it's expected, not because others are doing it. There's a huge difference there. And that goes for many goals. Many goals we set because we want something from the ego, or because we're afraid, insecure, or we see others doing it. We see others with successful businesses, so we want that too. But why do you want it? Is it really pure, or is it from your ego? When you fine-tune your goals to come purely from love and nothing but love, quantum jumps. It can't be otherwise. These are manifestations multiplied by 1,000. What is manifesting? Manifesting is literally a relationship. A relationship between you and the universe. A relationship between your goals and dreams. A relationship between you and your beliefs. So, manifesting is nothing but a relationship. A love relationship. Also with the universe. It's not a coincidence that love is the highest energy frequency. Maybe you've heard that before, but how do you apply that? How do you apply it to your goals? How do you make your goals as pure as possible? So when you set your goals from love, when you vibrate every day on the frequency of love, you are already planting all your seeds in the universe. and you will receive that back. That's what happens. And how do you do that? How do you make your goals pure? And how do you live from love every day? I know life can be hard. It's not always easy. So how do you ensure that you still live from love, even in those moments when it's not easy? Because even then, it's still possible. One of the tasks I want to ask you to do is to write down 111 things each day that you are grateful for. And this is not without reason. Often, and especially in difficult situations, it's very easy for us to focus on what isn't there yet. It's always either love or a lack of love, even when things are going well, let alone when things are tough. Then we fall into, yeah, but this isn't here. Yeah, but this isn't going well. Yeah, but this isn't working. See, it's not working. I don't have the clients I wanted. I don't have the love I wanted. I don't have the money I wanted yet. That's what we do. It's love or a lack of love. And our tendency, and it's human, it's part of the process, it's natural, but that's the shift we need to make. And this is the training, this is mindset training, muscle training, so that in those moments you think, yes, now I'm focusing on what is here. Because then you are consciously choosing to make that shift. And those 111 things sound like a lot. I know, you're probably panicking. I'm deliberately not asking for 3 or 5 or 10. I'm doing this to create that shock effect. This is to make you think beyond your ego, to really search for the feeling. Imagine what happens if you do this for 5 days. Imagine you have an off day, but you write down 111 things you are grateful for. See how far you get? Nothing is required. Try to do it, but don't be hard on yourself if it doesn't work. I want you to feel the love when you do this, to feel the gratitude. What we're going to do in this, and in the upcoming videos, is to clearly set your goals purely. And I'm doing this using a manifestation sequence, a sort of step-by-step plan for manifestation. The first thing we're going to do is set the goals purely, making sure they're as pure as possible, set from your heart and not from your ego. From your mind, you'll always be in lack. You set your goal, but the next day you're already thinking, why hasn't it worked yet? Where is it? If it's not here by tomorrow, this doesn't work. I'm done with this. That's ego. So that's not what we want. We're going to set goals from our hearts. We'll do this together in a moment. You'll get some time to write, so grab your journal. To help you even more with this, there are also some powerful meditations, visualizations, etc. on my channel. So after today, I want to ask you to do the task of the 111 gratitude entries and also listen to the meditation videos. They will help clarify your goals even more to see if they are as pure as possible. They need to come from love. That's step number 1. Goals from your heart, not from your ego. As pure as possible. Without fears, without doubts, without insecurities. So you don't set them because it's expected. You don't set them because it's necessary. You don't set them because you're afraid. You don't set them because you're insecure. You set them because you want them from your heart. They are your heart's desires. That's what we're going to do. So, there should also be no resentment or anger in them. If you feel that in your goals, then it's good to acknowledge that, but then you know there's still some healing needed. So imagine your goal is to find a new relationship, but you're doing it because you want to prove to your ex that you can do much better, and deep down you hope they are unhappy, crying every day over you, thinking every day, why did I let her go? That's obviously not very pure. So if you feel that, then you know that there's some healing that needs to happen before you can set such a goal. I always call my goals a ladder effect. You need to feel a goal, there needs to be emotion involved. Then you vibrate on that love frequency. And that's what we want. If you feel resistance to it for whatever reason, then the key is to think, what's the next goal I can reach without feeling so much resistance? Suppose you want to manifest money? Can you manifest 10 million this year? And you think, oh no, that's never going to work. Then you're in full resistance. That's not doable for you. Not yet. We need to work towards that. You do that by setting a lower goal, now which is higher than what you have now, but just lower than where the resistance is. So you always need a balance of where you feel it, where you feel emotion. The second step to multiplying your manifestations by 1,000. And this is the best way to test if your goal is on that love frequency. Look and see, Is this goal for the highest good of everyone? If I win this goal, does someone else lose something? Suppose you say, I am the best, then that automatically means someone loses, because they can't be the best anymore. So that's not very pure. But suppose you say, I am one of the best. We are all the best together. Then we can all win. So a check is, does someone lose something? Does it come at the expense of someone else? Am I harming someone with this? That's a check to see if you're on the pure love frequency. Many people, for example, want a specific house or person. But what if I also want that house? How do we solve that? We solve it by not focusing on one specific thing. You can do that, but then you can say, I believe that this house is for my highest good, in alignment with my soul purpose. Let this be my house, but if there are others, ensure that they also get a house that aligns with their soul purpose. And if you want to manifest a house, you can be specific. Think about the kind of kitchen you'd like, the type of garden. But don't point out one specific house on one particular street with a particular house number. Leave the magic to the universe. What you should do with a goal is involve as many people as possible. It's not just about you. Who else benefits from it? Take this with you in your visualizations. Take this with you in your manifestations. Imagine you find love. Who else benefits? Your partner benefits. You feel the love together. You share the love. The people around you, because you radiate that frequency. So who? Name the people in your environment. This is what I've always done. I've always said, all the money I manifest is never for me. And this is the reason I manifest so quickly. I'm convinced of that. I involve my family, my children, my friends, my customers. Everyone becomes richer. Everyone grows as I become richer. I include this in my manifestations. And this is the magic zone of manifestation. This is the key. We can do this with each other and for each other. Imagine what happens if we also include each other in our manifestations. So you set goals, you make them pure, you see who all benefits from them, but also in that energy, you include not only that your manifestations come true, but everyone who watches this video. Do you know what that means? That means you're not manifesting just for yourself anymore, but others are manifesting for you as well. You don't have to do it alone now. Everyone now carries your manifestations. We're not manifesting just for ourselves, but with each other and for each other, and that's magic. This video does that for you. Everything is energy. So soon I'll carry all your manifestations. You'll carry each other's manifestations. We're all carrying each other's manifestations. We want to succeed. Let's do this. What if we don't see goals as goals anymore, but we see goals as memories from the future? Because a memory from the past, we've lived it. It was what it was, what feelings you had, what you experienced, etc. So suppose we see a goal as a memory from the future. You haven't lived it yet, but it feels that way because you've made it so vivid. A goal may seem far away, but a memory from the future is already a memory. You haven't really lived it yet, but energetically, it's already there. It's there already. So how can you write your goals as if they are memories from the future? That's how I want you to think when you write your goals. Think of a beautiful memory from the past. What do you think of then? Is it more about feelings? And what details can you name? How do you see yourself in a memory? Do you see the movie before you? Do you watch yourself? Or are you the movie? Think about that for yourself, because it can be different for everyone. But that's also how you should create your future. Use all your senses in this. It's about the details. And that's the most powerful manifestation. That's when you have it. If you can create it that way, if you can tune in that way, we're going to write together now because we're in the right mindset. I want you to take the first 5 minutes to write down your goals from your heart and make sure they're pure. No fear, no doubt, no anger, no resentment, etc. And write your goal as detailed as possible, with feeling, using all your senses. After that, we'll take 5 minutes to involve other people. If you win, who wins with you? And is there someone who loses? You're going to purify them. And for the next 5 minutes, we'll feel them, visualize them. You're going to see that picture in front of you and it's going to get sharper and sharper. And in that picture, you'll also see other people. I'll remind you of this again in between, but I want you to have an idea. Now begin to involve others. See if it's pure, if it doesn't harm anyone. Who all benefits when you manifest this? Also, include all the people who watch this video. Call upon that energy that their manifestations will also come true. Close your eyes and visualize, using all your senses, and include all those people. A memory from the future. let me know below. The task for today: nothing is mandatory. Everything is allowed. Write down 111 things you're grateful for. 2. Fine-tune these goals you've just set. Add or remove anything that feels right. Check them again. And the meditation. It will help you tune into this even more. Those are the 3 things you can do. Thank you for joining this video. Don't forget to subscribe so you can join the next lessons. See you next time. Lots of love to you.